Hi, Dan here. Let's talk about eggs. Quite a number of patients often ask me about food, about nutrition. What's the best food for my clinical condition? Or simply, what's the best food for my health? And they're concerned about maintaining a healthy lifestyle, maybe decreasing their cholesterol levels, stuff like that. And one of the food products that keeps on recurring in the conversation is eggs. Are eggs good or bad for you? When you go online, when you go on the internet, there is a lot of information on that. A lot of information, a lot of misinformation. It's difficult to navigate through the murky waters of the internet sometimes and get proper, reliable information. So today on this channel, you will get proper, reliable information from a doctor. You see, eggs, an egg, and like a carrot or a strawberry or fish or, red meat, an egg has two sides to a coin. So you've got the egg white, the liquid part, and you've got the yolk, the yellow part of the egg. And the difference between the two, it's day and night, man. So you have to separate the two. The egg white is very good for your health. The egg yolk is bad for your health. So the macronutrients of an egg, I'm talking about a whole egg, raw, fresh egg. So you've got proteins, carbohydrates, fat, and cholesterol. And you've got other stuff as well, you've got more than 33 nutrients. Some of them are so minute in the egg that isn't very important. We're not talking about all those macronutrients. They are of no value to this discussion. Let's concentrate on the four: proteins, carbohydrates, fats, and cholesterol. Proteins are good for you. Proteins are the building blocks of your muscles. You need protein to survive. Proteins are necessary for your good health. Carbohydrates are a source of energy as well, so it's very important. But now the problem is the fat and the cholesterol in the egg. When you go to the supermarket, you have a variety of eggs that you can buy. You can buy large eggs, extra large eggs, and jumbo size eggs, all right? So usually your large eggs will be about 50 grams, more or less, depending on the manufacturer. Your extra large eggs will be around about 56 to 58 grams, again depending on the producer, right? And your jumbo size eggs will be usually from 64 and above, usually more than 66. These are jumbos. Obviously the value of fat and cholesterol will vary according to the size of the egg. But for the sake of this discussion, let's say you go to your supermarket and you are fond of large eggs, around about 50 grams. So the USDA says that a large egg defined as about 50 grams contains 6.28 grams of proteins, 4.75 grams of fat, 0.36 grams of carbohydrates, and 186 milligrams of cholesterol. So this is the nutritional value of a whole egg. Right? So this entire egg here, but this is an extra large egg, but for the sake of discussion, for a large egg of about 50 grams, you have about 6.28 grams of proteins, 4.75 grams of fat, 0.36 grams of carbohydrates, and 186 milligrams of cholesterol. Those are extra large eggs. Per egg, you have about 200 milligrams of cholesterol. But now, here's the difference, right? There's 36 eggs here in the front. And these are the egg whites of 36 eggs. Not those eggs, obviously. I'm not a magician, but of 36 other eggs, so, okay. And these are the egg yolks of the same 36 eggs that are used to make those egg whites. Are eggs good or bad for you? The egg yolks are bad for you. but the egg whites are very good for you. They're very healthy. I've experimented all these things on myself. From the year 2008, I've been eating, on average, 20 egg whites a day. Some people who are attached to eggs and egg products, just can't give up the egg yolk, will tell you that yes, true, there is 200 milligrams of cholesterol per egg, on average. But so what? We are producing our own cholesterol as well. Well, that's true, right? I mean, the human body needs cholesterol to function, just like every animal on earth needs cholesterol to function. A cell needs cholesterol to develop and function normally. Just like a cell needs water, needs proteins, needs carbohydrates, needs fat. So yes, the human body has endogenous cholesterol, which is the cholesterol that we produce on our own. But what we're talking about here in these egg yolks, it's exogenous cholesterol. So it's not the same. You can't say that because the human body has some cholesterol naturally, and produces a certain amount of cholesterol. I can eat 50 eggs, whole eggs a day because, what's the difference? It's cholesterol. Yeah, but if you're going to think like that, yes, you can say the human body needs water. We need water to survive, but you can't drink 50 liters of water a day. You will die. Yes, the human body needs carbohydrates, needs sugar, but you can't just eat or drink, a kilograms of sugar a day. You'll kill yourself. The same goes with cholesterol. Yes, we're producing cholesterol. We have our endogenous cholesterol, but that doesn't mean that you can just eat cholesterol, exogenous cholesterol, and regulate it. Exogenous cholesterol, or a high amount of exogenous cholesterol, has been associated with heart disease, with atherosclerosis. Atherosclerosis, basically the narrowing of your coronary arteries, will lead, as it progresses and as it gets worse and worse and worse, it will lead to a complete blockage of your coronary arteries, and that is a heart attack, right? An ischemic event. Once your artery is blocked, there's no more blood flow through the coronary arteries, and then the part of the heart muscle that is dependent on that particular coronary is going to die. Tissue necrosis, muscle necrosis, it's a heart attack, and you will die. So to prevent tissue necrosis of your heart muscle, a heart attack, you need to prevent atherosclerosis. And to prevent atherosclerosis, you need to control the amount of cholesterol and saturated fat that you eat. And so you should avoid the egg yolks. But feel free to consume as much egg whites as you want, because there is 0 milligrams of cholesterol and there's 0 fat in it, 0 saturated fat. So it's all good. Now I'm mentioning saturated fats because cholesterol is not the only culprit in this story, right? Saturated fat, as opposed to unsaturated fats, have been linked to a possible deterioration in your health. Saturated fat has been implicated in terms of heart disease, in terms of cardiovascular disease. Cholesterol and saturated fat are to be avoided. Egg whites are very good. Now talking about myself, my own situation, right? I went on a diet in 2008 and I lost 15 kilograms in 30 days. And from then on, from 2008 to today, I've never regained the weight. My weight has been lost for good. Now, I was going to the gym, and I'm still going to the gym regularly. And, my normal diet is that, I'm on a high protein diet, low carbs, very low fat, and as little cholesterol as possible. From 2008 until now, I've been eating 20 egg whites a day. I'm talking about extra large eggs. So 20 eggs a day, but only the egg whites. So that's what I've been doing. So, I've been experimenting on myself in a way. Now, normally, if you were to eat 20 whole eggs a day for 10 years, that's a guaranteed trip to the ER. You can just imagine. We're talking about 4,000 milligrams of cholesterol a day. 4,000 milligrams a day. You are going to get an ischemic event. But in my case, for the last 10 years plus, I've been eating 20 egg whites only a day. And my health is top notch. How do I know that I'm still healthy? So how do I know that I'm healthy? You know, being a doctor, you know, the good thing is that I've always had access to different pathology labs. I've been taking my own blood and testing myself very often. I take blood, send it to the lab, and do a liver profile, you know, liver function test, a lipid profile to check my lipid profile, you know, check my triglyceride level, my total cholesterol level, my LDL, my HDL, my kidney function, you know, my renal functions, my urea, creatinine, sodium, potassium, glomerular filtration rates and all that. Check my CBC as well. And what happened is that my results kept getting better. From 2008, when I started this diet, you could say, my results kept getting better. My kidney function was even better than before. My liver functions was improving. You know, my lipid profile, my cholesterol was actually improving. My LDL was going down. You know, my results are better than 10 years ago. My kidney function is excellent. My liver function, my liver profile is excellent. My lipid profile, my total cholesterol, my LDL are all excellent. My CBC is excellent. I mean, the whole point of eating these 20 egg whites a day is because I'm not eating red meat, because I'm not eating white meat, and because I'm only eating fish from time to time, you know, this is my main source of proteins, you know. But just to supplement on top of that, you know, I would take some protein supplements. So anyway, are eggs good or bad for you? Egg whites are excellent for you. Egg yolks, bad for you. Egg whites, excellent for you. Cheers.